Hi everybody, board 13 from the session on the 10th of June. Let's have a look at it. It was played at 7 tables. Most of you got to the right contract, but only one declarer made the contract. A couple of you didn't bid it correctly either. So let's firstly look at how you bid it, and then we'll focus more on the play. Okay, North is the dealer. And they've got a nice balanced hand here. So you should be recognizing your hand as balanced because that is affecting how you are going to approach the bidding of your hand. So always recognize it's a balanced hand first. It's a balanced hand. So I'd love to bid no trumps. However, I have got 15 high card points, so I'm not able to open one no trump. I'm too strong for that. So my plan here is I'm going to open a suit and I'm going to rebid in no trumps at the lowest level available to me, which will show the strength of my hand and the balanced nature. So the only question remaining is, which suit do I now open? Well, if you learnt your bridge 30 years ago, you would have been told to open a diamond, but anybody who's learnt their bridge at all recently knows that we now open one spade on this. We open the higher ranked of these 4 card suits, and we would open one spade. One of its 2 clubs. That's very encouraging because that means they've got either 9 good points or probably 10 high card points themselves. So very likely that there's a game on here because we've got 15. They've got at least 9. Okay, so there is a game. Just need to know where it is. It's probably going to be in no trumps. So let's rebid in no trumps anyway, as which was our plan to show our balanced hand. So we bid 2 no trump. Now, in the robot system on IntuBridge, that's showing 15 to 19. The system that most of you have been taught, that would just simply show 15 to 16, but it's still showing a balanced hand. So the robot's being rather advanced here. The recommended bidding that I put on the hand commentary comes from NovaBridge. South just jumped straight to 3 no trump. In actual fact, my partner here, my robot partner, is checking back to see if I've got 5 spades. I could well have opened 1 no trump with a 5-card spade holding. He's shown me 3 spades. He's looking for a spade fit. There isn't one. I'm just going to bid 3 no trump, and that's the contract that you should have been in. The auction would have differed slightly because this is a more advanced form of ACOL that's played by the robots here on IntuBridge. Okay, so the lead is a king of hearts. I don't like that at all. I've only got 1 heart stopper, so there's a real risk that we could go down here. But let's count our tricks and see what we can do. We've got ace, king, and queen of clubs. We've got 3 certain top tricks in clubs, and we have 1 certain top trick in diamonds. So that's 4. We are going to win the ace of hearts at some point. That is 5 tricks, and we've got 2 top tricks in spades. That gives us 7 tricks. Where can we make any extra tricks? Well, there's absolutely no chance of making an extra trick in hearts or in spades. The only way you could make a trick in spades is if the defense are asleep. So forget about hearts and spades. So I still need to make 2 extra tricks. Where can I make them? Well, if the clubs break favorably and they split 3-3, west and east both have 3 clubs, then obviously when I rattle off my ace, king, queen of clubs, my last remaining club in dummy, my 3 of clubs, would become a winner. However, that's only going to give me 1 trick. It's not going to make my contract. And it's actually not that likely. A 3-3 split in clubs is about 36%, so it's only going to happen about 1 in 3 occasions. So if you're desperate to find a trick, that's your way. But I'm not desperate to find 1 trick. I'm actually needing 2 tricks here. So how am I going to make 2 tricks? Well, clearly my only chance of making 2 tricks is in diamonds. Hopefully I can promote at least 2 of my other diamonds here. I'm obviously going to win the ace, but I can promote at least 2 of the queen and jack. The danger here, of course, is if East gets in, or actually if even West gets in, they will continue hearts. But I do have a way that I can play the diamonds. If I hope that West has got the king of diamonds, then I can repeatedly finesse against West, and East will never get in, and we will make our contract. So there is a chance here. So let's go for it. So I'm going to play a heart first. Um, it is okay to win the ace now. What it's normally good bridge in this situation. They can't hurt me with any particular switch. So I'm just going to duck this one, hoping maybe they switch. I mean, it would be brilliant if they'd switch to a diamond. They're not that stupid. The robots on Ninja Bridge are very, very good defenders. Okay, they have carried on with hearts. I now have to win hearts. So the mistake here, and what I guess a lot of people did, is to just rattle off their 3 club winners and hope to see and hope for miracles that you're going to somehow make 2 more tricks. There's no way to do it that way. Okay, so this is the way to play this hand. Let's play. Let's get to dummy and lead diamond. So I need to get to dummy. So I'm going to use my clubs as my entry to dummy. And now I lead a diamond. And I hope that West has got the king of diamonds. If West has got the king of diamonds, then my 10 is going to win. Even if it doesn't win, then East is going to get in and cash hearts, and I'm going to go off. But so is everybody else, because there's no other way to play this hand. Okay, that's very encouraging, okay, because if East had the king of diamonds, they would almost certainly have won it. So I need to do that again, because I now know that West has got the king of diamonds. So let's go back to dummy with the king. And we'll repeat the finesse, and I'll play the jack this time. And sure enough, now we've played 8 diamonds. There are 9, 10, 11. There are 2 more diamonds out. So I'm now guaranteed to make both my ace and my queen if I play them correctly. I have to go back to dummy. So I have to go back to dummy in the clubs and play a diamond again. Now watch what happens when I play a club. East shows out. So the clubs are splitting 2 to East, 4 to West. So my 3 of clubs will not be a winner. So anybody that played for the 3-3 club split was going to be disappointed. They'll go 2 off unless they play the diamonds correctly. And now we're going to play one more time a diamond from dummy. The 9 appears. I'm going to play the queen knowing it's going to win. Sure enough, East shows out. Let's play the ace of hearts. I can throw away my club because it's a loser, and of course the king now falls. So I have made 8 tricks. And I have got 2 more. I've got the ace and the king of spades. There are no more tricks for me, so I'm just going to simply claim. So I'm going to claim 2 tricks here. I'm going to make 3 no trumps plus 1, which is plus 630 for north-south. So that would be a good result. If you make 630 on that, you've done well, because a lot of the declarers didn't do so. That's how you play it. Hopefully you enjoyed that.